Today is World Kidney Day. Let's focus on this day. And chronic kidney disease is predicted to increase by 17% over the next decade, and now recognized by WHO and other organizations as a global public health issue. As the world marks World Kidney Day today, we focus on kidney disease and children.
According to the World Kidney Day team, 10% of the population worldwide is impacted by some form of kidney damage. Kidney diseases affect millions of people worldwide, including many children. Some children are born with kidney disease, and others develop it when still very young. The symptoms of kidney disease in children are often non-specific, which means that there is a risk that kidney problems may be missed in children. In childhood, the leading causes of kidney failure in children are hereditary conditions, often lacking obvious indicators such as hematuria, that is red blood cells in the urine, hypertension or edema. Additionally, kidney disease that becomes evident in adulthood may occur more in persons with risk factors that can be detected in childhood. The World Kidney Day team says it is crucial to encourage and facilitate education, early detection and a healthy lifestyle in children, starting at birth and continuing through to old age, in order to combat the increase of preventable kidney damage, including acute kidney injury and chronic kidney disease, to treat children with inborn and acquired disorders of the kidney.
So you did hear the story and watched what we're talking about when it comes to World Kidney Day and what is being done also. But joining me this afternoon in the studio is Dr. J. Nkrumah Mills, a surgeon. Good afternoon, Doc.
Good afternoon.
Now, first of all, I would want to ask you, are we winning the fight against kidney diseases here in the country?
Here in the country, we are making some inroads. To win the fights, I would want to take it to mean that we are able to diagnose all the cases, and we are able to manage them, and those who need dialysis have the dialysis paid for, and those who need kidney transplant have it done. I don't think we are anywhere near these endpoints properly. So we are making some inroads, yes, but we are not winning as yet.
What's stopping us?
One, a number of cases of kidney disease will be missed because they may not go to the hospital, or they may be in some such remote areas where whoever the clinician there may not even pick it up. And then two, even when it is picked up, the places where you can get the proper treatment aren't too many. I'm sure the regional hospitals and some district hospitals will give quite a good amount of treatment and care. But when it comes to the dialysis and proper investigations, you will need to be at some of the bigger centers.
Now, Doc, the issue for some of these patients who are undergoing dialysis and treatment is that the cost of treatment is too expensive. So it means that if they can't afford it, what happens to them? How best, you're a surgeon and you've been in the healthcare industry for a while, how best do you think we can approach this issue?
We will have to declare that we as a nation have a problem like every nation has with kidney diseases, and so we are going to budget specifically for it. If we set money aside for it, we can do things. And then people to be trained, and then to have the laboratory diagnostic things, and then we will take it up at that level. Yes.
Now, Doc, you've touched on early detection, and this year some bit of the focus is also on education and then children.
Yes.
Why do you think it's come up this way? Is it that we're not really paying attention to children, and what should be done? Where you mentioned that we have, in some way, we have a long way to go, and we need to get focused and admit that there's an issue. We have to address it. But as the world also moves and focuses about moving their feet, we're part of the global community, and there are children in Ghana who are suffering from such conditions. Even before we touch on children, let me go to the number of cases, if you're in the capacity to answer that question, has it gone up or has decreased?
That is where one will make a mistake. You may see a lot more cases, but it doesn't mean the number of cases have gone up. What it simply means is we are detecting them. And what eventually it means is that we have more people who are trained to pick them up. And that is what we have done. More people trained to pick them up. So we may be seeing a few more. And then secondly, some people will be able to afford some of the treatments. And so they may have dialysis to a point. So they will also survive. And then once you've picked them up also, we may be able to give them better management. So they survive for some time before they either have dialysis or succumb.
Okay. Now the bit about children, let's move our feet. Today is World Kidney Day. Let's educate. What do we do? Do we start from schools? Whose responsibility is it? Is it just the responsibility of parents or the healthcare system here in the country? What should parents do?
The healthcare system should lead us all in doing what is right, because the healthcare system knows what should be done. Basically, what we need to do is keep people healthy. That is, let them have healthy lifestyles. You may see some children in Accra, in particular, who are far bigger than their counterparts. They are obese. And that's the beginning of the wrong lifestyle. So we will need to educate people to really make sure obesity goes down. And salt consumption is known to be related to hypertension. Hypertension is also quite a cause of kidney disease. So then from childhood, we must reduce the level of salt consumption. There are the Kobe's and things. I do not think those contain so much salt. The danger is that you buy a packet of crisps and it's salted. You get some groundnut, it's salted. So the salt from the various other tidbits that we eat is what is the bigger problem. So we should cut down on those things, but we should be educated to know and then what to replace them with. So those are the situations, and people should be taught. These are some of the problems you may see. Now, when it comes to children in particular, you may not have much by way of symptoms. So there isn't too much you can tell the parents to look out for by way of symptoms. So that's the situation. If there's any problem, get to the hospital fast and get proper diagnosis.
Okay, Doc, you've mentioned how one can keep a healthy kidney by touching on healthy lifestyles. But if people don't have information, how do they live healthy lifestyles? For example, some people believe that there isn't much awareness unless it's World Kidney Day or some corporate institution organization says that I want to take this campaign here and there. Then you hear some education about kidney diseases. But if there's no celebration, no one gets to know, unless probably the person walks to the hospital or some function is going on. As a medical practitioner and an expert in such things, what do you think we should do when it comes to awareness creation? So this rings a bell in the minds of people that if I live healthy, then I prevent some of these diseases. Finally,
I believe it should be in our educational institutions. So that it becomes what you are taught in school as part of your lifestyle. So it should be year-long. And then we should have these occasions also to celebrate, and the celebration meaning we are remembering the situation so that we check, are we doing it right? And then we move forward.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Kuma Mills, and he is a surgeon. We're looking at the World Kidney Day. The world is celebrating and marking the World Kidney Day. Thank you, Doctor, for your time.
Thank you very much.